Alright, give me just a second, ladies and gentlemen, and I will be with you. And we will continue the Zatsudan. It doesn't feel like it's been very long since the last Zatsu, huh? I apologize for not streaming the past couple days. Yesterday I hung out with some buddies IRL. I don't get to do that very often, so I decided to do that. And Thursday, I forget what even happened on Thursday, honestly. I forget what even happened. I was gonna do some Metal Gear Solid 5 today instead of this, but you know what? We will relax a little bit. So, we are now at Elemental Energy. I believe this is around the time that I stopped playing. I remember these three, but I think these three were in a special pack before this set? I don't remember. Let's take a look. So, this guy, 1800, 1500, 4-star Fiend. Standard. It's a very standard. If you need more Dark Fiends, it never hurts. By this point, I think you have enough 1900 to hack Dark Fiends, so he might not be as valuable. But, here's the thing. At this point, you might not be able to get the earlier boosters anymore. The earlier boosters might be out of print, or it's very hard to find. So at this point, having more monsters like this is probably what you need. It's probably happened a few sets ago, actually, where older sets stopped getting reprinted and stuff. Remember, none of these sets are still around anymore, I believe. If they are, good luck finding them. You probably have to, like, buy the cards separately, or give them a different way. Complete Hiker Jet. 1600, 1800, 4-star. Is that a light? Light machine. It's okay, but I think you can find, you know, better machines than this. Like, in terms of defense, there's a lot better selections. In terms of offense, there's better selections. It's not awful, but again, keep in mind, earlier sets you might not be able to get anymore. So this is probably still decent for this time period. Just decent. The Blade Skater. I don't think you're gonna be ever using this guy. Or girl? That's a lady. You're never gonna be using this. It's not, like, 1400, 1500 is not really much of anything. It's 4 stars, so you can't really use it in like a normal monster. Well, you can use it in a normal monster deck, but like in a 3-star or less normal monster deck, you're probably never gonna use that card. Queen's Knight, same thing. It's a 1500, 1600 light warrior. You're probably never gonna use this because it's not strong enough in any way, shape, or form. Nice art, though. I think Jack's Knight is the same. Oh, no, oh. It's a 1900, 1000, 5-star light warrior. You have to tribute for this guy. You're not going to use this guy, really. If I recall, King's Knight is the good one? Oh. Like, this card's normal summon while you control Queen's Knight, you can special summon one Jack's Knight from your deck. There's probably some kind of synergy with these three. I don't know what that synergy is, but we'll probably see it. Elemental Hero, Blood Eggs. If this card is 2600, 1800, 7-star, so it's 2 tribute. And it's an Earth Warrior. So it does Fairy Meteor Cross. I mean, it's not terrible for a warrior. You could probably find stronger tribute warriors at this point in the game, but it's not terrible. Fairy Meteor Cross is still a very strong effect. Elemental Hero Wild Heart. Unaffected by trap cards. I mean, that's cool and all, but it's a 1500, 1600 4-star. Like, unless there's something to make him actually good, he's not really gonna be that good, is he? I mean, being unaffected by trap cards is very nice, but he's not unaffected by monsters or spells, so I don't know how useful this Yugioh will be. Reborn Zombie. 1600 4-star. Dark Zombie. While you have no cards in your hand, and this card is in attack resistant, it cannot be destroyed by battle. I mean, if you have Mystic Plasma Zone now, it's a 1500, but like, I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of that, really. Not really a big fan of that. Like, it's a good way of keeping yourself alive, but at the same time, I don't know. Japonian Soldier. 1200 5 or 4-star Dark Warrior. When this card is destroyed by your opponent's attacking monster or sent to the graveyard for battle damage you help with this battle, it's also inflicted on your opponent. That could be useful depending on how you handle it. That could be useful. So, if you want to use a card that... No, it wouldn't work that way. It wouldn't work with anything like, that one trap card that negates damage and turns it into healing, I think. It wouldn't work that way, because it's negating damage. W-Wing Catapult. Or Double Wing. So, a fun thing about, Japanese, if you see something like Double Wing, you also see this in, like, Final Fantasy 7 with, like, W Materia, or W Item, W Summon. W, they like to use as a shortcut for double. I don't know why it's double. Kind of like how whenever you see, like, an X, it's like a shortcut to cross in Japanese, I believe. I don't know why. I mean, X makes sense as cross, but why W as double? I don't get it. Anyways, 1300, 1500 4-star Light Machine Union Monster. Okay, so if the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy this card instead. The equipped monster gains 400 attack and defense. Oh, it only works with the Hydrojet. No, this is still W. It's not double because this is B. Okay. So, you would have to use this with the Hydrojet, which is not that good at all. It's honestly pretty bad. Infernal Incinerator. 2800, 800 Fire Fiend. Have we ever seen a Fire Fiend? I don't remember ever seeing a Fire Fiend. This card can only be normal summoned or set by discard all other cards in your hand and trip him one card you control with 2,000 or more attack. Okay. So you have to dump your hand and just trip your 2,000 or higher attack monster. It gains 200 after each monster your opponent controls, so it can get up to 1,200 attack in today's era. So that's 4,000 attack. But it loses 500 after each other monster you control. It's not good. It's kind of crap. That's not very good at all. No wonder it's a common. Hydrogagon. 1600, 1,000 4-stars. Water Dinosaur. When have we seen a Water Dinosaur? Also, hello, Hate. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends a graveyard, you can special summon one Hydrogen from your deck. Ooh. This would be nice on a water deck, honestly. Like, maybe not so much a dinosaur deck. Yeah, we got pieces XYZ Dragon Head, but like... This wouldn't be useful in a dinosaur deck that much. In a water deck, this for a specific monster, but yeah, in a water deck, this would be dangerous. Especially if you had, Water Dragon. Oh, I see it right there. Oxygen. Air Neos? What do you mean, Air Neos? I don't know what you mean by Air Neos. So this is the 1800 4-star Wind Dinosaur. So this is great for a Wind deck and pretty good for a Dinosaur deck. If this card... Oh, this allows you... Oh, no, wait. If this card is destroyed by battle with a Pyro monster sent to graveyard, a card that got wiped from existence due to a lawsuit? Really? I'm curious about that one now. I'm wondering what that's all about. A lawsuit, huh? Weird. So, copyright infringement? That stupid stuff, right? Is it a card that I can look up? Is it a card that I can look up? Air Neos? What comic hero is this supposed to be? I don't know. Like, it could literally be like anything, as far as I'm concerned. He was similar to an Italian comic hero. Really? Why am I dropping frames? I mean, how are people supposed to know that? How is anyone supposed to know? Oh, this looks similar to an Italian comic hero. Okay? I don't know if they did that intentionally or not. Probably not intentionally, I would imagine. But, you know. Now. So, yeah, this is good for a dinosaur. This is good for a wind. You're not going to use it for its effect. Its effect is garbage. That's so weird, though. Like, why? Water Dragon. Okay, it's 2600. Wow, we have a Sea Serpent. Okay. Cannot be a normal summon set. Must be special summon with Bogging H2O. The active fire monsters and pyro monsters on the field becomes 0. Oh, this is an anti-fire deck. That's terrifying. When this card is destroyed, sent to graveyard, you can target 2 Hydrogen and 1 Oxygen in your graveyard. Special summon them. And I'm assuming if you have another, Bogging H2O, you can get another one of these Water Dragons out. I mean, I guess a Flame Wingman was fire. But yeah, this guy, very dangerous for fire decks. Very, very dangerous. And pyro, I mean, you know, if you're running a pyro deck, you're probably running a fire deck. Because pyros are normally going to be fire. I'm just saying. But in terms of a water deck, depending on how easy it is to get the Hydrogen and Oxygen out, GX opening was supposed to have a Hyper Fire Dragon, but that was never shown, only in the theme song. Really? Interesting. I mean, if you're running a water deck, these guys are not terrible. It's just this guy is, you know, not a water monster. He's wind, which is a little bit weird to run in a water deck. Give me just a second, if you will. I see. Yeah, I see why now. I would imagine it's unintentional just because it's like impossible to know every single, you know, comic book and stuff out there. I saw what the Italian superhero looked like. I see why that happened. But again, it's impossible to know every single superhero, every single comic, everything out there in all different languages. It's just impossible. It really is. Level 106 4-star Earth Warrior. If this card acts directly, gains 500 accurate damage death only. I'm not impressed by this card. Wasn't this a card that, what's her name in GX used? Was it Asuka? I think Asuka is her Japanese name. What was her name in English? Is it still Asuka? I don't remember her name. I only watched a little bit of GX. I don't remember her name. You know, the blonde hair chick? That chick? I think this was Alexis. Yes, that was her English name. I think Asuka was her Japanese name. I think this was in her deck. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not impressed by that card. BES Heteron. You look like another Gradius boss. 1800, 2300, 6 stars. Machine. Wing. Okay, so it's not very strong. Yeah, it's not very strong card. And it has the same thing as the other BES, where if it gets act or is act, or if this card acts or is act, you remove a counter, and then when all the counters are gone, it dies. Yeah, this card is kind of trash. That's a trash card. Nano Breaker. 1600, 1800 Earth Machine. Yeah, I see. It's not very good. I saw it drop the... Okay, you... What are you doing? I see you wanting to drop frames. If this card acts based on level 3 or lower monster, destroy the monster immediately with this card's effect without applying damage calculation. But why? I mean, it might be useful in some situations, like if you're attacking a Spirit Reaper, she could just outright kill the Spirit Reaper. But here's the thing. It's better now. I can understand that. Here's the thing. I don't know if this would be useful at that time period or not. Because, again, remember, like, the first few sets of Yu-Gi-Oh! At this point in time are probably out of print. So you probably wouldn't have some of the better machines or stuff back then. Now, you would have Acts of Despair, because that's in, like, structure decks. Acts of Despair keeps coming back. But, like, overall, it's not bad. You're running VTuberEN or E-Heroes? Yeah. You'd be running one of those two during this era. I mean, Nano Breaker's not bad for a machine. It's not bad for an Earth. This effect is kind of not super useful, though, but it's not bad. 1600, 1200, 4-star Dark Spellcaster. Typical Spellcaster. Oh my god. Here's a burn deck card. Yeah, she's 2100, but remember, I don't know if you have access to that card very easily in this day and age. It might be in a structure deck. It might be. But if the set it's in, I don't know if the set was around at this time anymore. Yeah, it's not once per turn. That's what's scary. Like, if like 400 damage and your opponent eats, I mean, activate a normal spell card. Yeah, you're not running Nano Breaker. This guy you could probably run. You would probably run this in a, burn deck. Because you would use something like, Giant Meteor, do 1,000 damage if your opponent has 3,000 or more, yeah, it does. Because it does extra 400 on top of it. And Dark Room, yeah. Like, this card's pretty scary in a, burn deck. And, if you're running Gravity Bind, which I think is limited to 1 at this time and period, I don't remember. He's still, he's gonna be very hard to kill for anyone, that can't, you know, that can hack. Base, Vanguard of Dark World. If this card's discarded from the graveyard by card effect, express summon this card. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's a 1600 Dark. Yeah, Dark World is kinda, you know, eh. But I mean, it's a 1600 Dark Fiend. You get a free card off the field if you really need it. And if you have Mystic Plasma sewn out, it's 2100. It's just okay. It's not anything spamsy. It's not anything spamsy. But, you know, it's something if you don't have anything better. You got buff layer? Yeah. Brow, Huntsman of Dark World. If this card's discarded a graveyard by card effect, draw 1 card. Or if it was discarded from your hand in your graveyard by your opponent's card effect, draw 2 cards instead. The problem is, it's a 1400 3-star. It's not going to be used for hacking at all. It's just Pod Greed. It's an unlimited Pod Greed. But this is also assuming that your opponent is using discard too. Because remember, not everyone uses discard. I never ran discard, so discard would have been useless. Almost useless. Almost. Because this can actually be decent for fighting Gravity Bind, I think. 1400? 3-star? That's not bad for a Gravity Bind fighter. But overall, I don't know. Well, if you want to draw 2 cards, it has to be from your opponent. Baron, Mad King of Dark World. 1804, 4-star, being dark. So it's decent. It's a lot better than the other one, 200 more hack. With this card inflicts battle damage on your opponent, you can discard 1 card. That's kind of scary depending on what you have to discard. You don't have to, but you can combo off of this very, very easily, and that's scary. That's real scary. I'm scared of what you can combo with that. Silva, Warlord of Dark World. 2300, 1400, 5 stars, so it's a 1 tribute, Dark Fiend. If this card is discarded graveyard by card effect, doesn't matter if it's you or your opponent, special summon this card. Then, if it was discarded from your hand in your graveyard by your opponent's card effect, your opponent places exactly 2 cards from their hand at the bottom of their deck in any order. Yikes! So that's what you would use the King for, is discard this from your hand and special summon it. And if your opponent is foolish enough to discard it from your hand, then they lose 2 cards out of their hand, which is pretty bad. So this could be kinda good. It's just that, you know, you gotta bank on your opponent discarding, or, you know, have to discard it yourself. Which, I mean, you know, It does have a win con. Gold, Warlord of Dark World. So, this is about the same as the other guy. If this card's discarded in your graveyard by a card back. If it was discarded from your hand in your graveyard by your opponent's card back, you can target up to 2 cards your opponent controls. This card, or a special summon this card, can destroy those targets if any. Okay. So it has to be discarded by your opponent. I don't know why that first line is even there. Because it has to be from your opponent, so why have that if this card's discarded graveyard by card effect? Empty Jar? I don't remember Empty Jar. Scar, Scout of Dark World. 500, 2-star Dark Fiend. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, add 1 level 4 or lower Dark World monster from your deck and your hand. I mean, it's a way to get Dark World stuff, but you're sacrificing a slot for a very weak monster. I don't know if this guy's worth running, and especially since Dark World doesn't seem that impressive right now. Familiar Possessed, also. Hey, it's the Charmers. 1850, 1500, 4-star Earth Spellcaster. So I think they're all gonna be 1850, 1500 Spellcaster, 4 stars in their element. I think that's what they're all gonna be. And they're all probably gonna be the same effect. So you can special summon this card from your hand or deck by selecting 1 face-up Awesome Earth Charmer and 1 face-up Earth monster you control at the graveyard. If this card special summoned by its own effect attacks a defense monster, inflict piercing bounded. So it has very mediocre crest. Yeah, I'm gonna be checking because this might be different. It's not bad. It is Earth, though, and most spellcasters are Dark. So she's not going to get much synergy for Dark. But, I mean, even in an Earth deck, this is really good. So let's check what Area does. Oh, Area does the same thing, but for water. So you can run this in a water deck. How strong are the Charmers? I don't think the Charmers are the Charmers are kinda weak, actually. Yeah, the Charmers, that's where the problem lies. If you want to special summon them, the Charmers are way too weak to actually, you know, use the effect for special summoning. Meaning that you're probably not even going to get the usage of the Fairy Meteor Crush. So it becomes a little bit less reliable in that sense. So you might as well ignore this because you're probably never going to get this effect. There's a way to do it, just dog. I can imagine. And I'm assuming Hill Hunt is, yeah. Look at what this upgraded version of this monster is. Bonkai? Why do I want to say Bonkai? Bonkai. I still like Wynn's design, though, out before. Wynn in, Area. Was it Area? Yeah, it was Wynn Area. Oh boy, guys. It's time for these fusions of these. You can. I know, it's just that you don't get their effect if you don't special summon them. 2,100, I'm not even gonna bother with the stars, because stars don't matter. Machine fusion of the hyperjet W wing catapult. Yeah. You can discard one card that target one monster your opponent controls. Change that target's battle position. Blood effects are not activated. My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh art, well, I'm at the point in the Yu-Gi-Oh series that I've been doing that I don't know what comes after this. Back when I used to play, I ran a Gravity Bind Burn deck. That's what I ran. And that's how I beat the #1 player in the world at that point, was with a Gravity Bind Burn deck. It got real scary, I'm not gonna lie. That deck was really scary. A lot of decks were really scary. It's why I ran Gravity Bind, so I didn't have to deal with the scariness. So this card, I will say though, if I were to play in this day and age, I would probably run Dragon Maid. I wonder why that is. But, you can't run both these cards, and honestly, I mean, they're not really that useful, either one of them. So, I don't think this card's really gonna get used that much, honestly. It's a light. Okay. This one is like... Why do you think I'd run Here Laments or Cost? Why do you think that, hey? So this guy requires the previous fusion monster and the XYZ Dragon Cannon. And you have to banish one of the above cards. Oh. So, you gotta fuse for one of these, right? Wait, how does this work? It gives you a fusion, so you need polymerization, but it says that you have to banish... Oh, it banishes the above cards, so they both have to be out. Okay, you have to use polymerization on these two anyways. Which is gonna be hard, because that's 5 different monsters, and 2 different polymerizations you need to get both of these out. I mean, it's very strong, it looks like. 3,800 light machine. You can target one card your opponent controls. Banish that target. Okay, yes. When this card declares an attack on an opponent's monster, you can target the attack monster and change that target's battle position. They're all contact fusion, yeah. So the fact that he could just, you know, banish a card is scary. But the fact that he could also make, he could just change position is, scary too. I don't know how often you will get this out though, because that's a lot of cards you gotta get out on the field in order to do this. You need polymerization for this guy, right? Yeah, you need polymerization for that. No, you don't. You just need banish for them. What about XYZ? Is it the same? Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's just banish. I'm dumb. But yeah, I don't know how often you would ever see this guy, because that seems like it would be very difficult to get this guy out. I mean, just banishing cards alone is really strong, and it is a 3,000 act, so that is scary. The support for that is Uzama. Oh god. So this requires LA Cyber and Blade Skater. 2100, 800, Superstar Warrior Earth. A fuse summon of this card can only be done with the above fuse monster or material. This card gains the following effect based off another monster your opponent controls. They have 1. Cannot be destroyed by battle. They have 2. This card's attack is doubled. Disgusting! What? What do you mean this card's attack is doubled? 3. Your opponent's activated card effects are negated. Okay. So, this is actually pretty good. The problem is you have to run these 2. You have to run this card, which, yeah, is actually toxic. I can imagine. This card sucks. This one is very, situational. But they both make a very strong, a very decent card. A very powerful card, if I may add. It's actually very, very good. Elemental Hero Rampart Blaster. So this is a fusion of Clayman and Burst Electrics. Okay. 2,500 Warrior Earth. This card can act directly. Ew! I see you, you. We said you need half a monster. Yeah, we do have a thing called cheating. So this can act directly while it defends. If it does, apply its attack or damage calculation. And its attack is half during damage calculation only. That's still pretty scary. That's still pretty scary, not gonna lie. It's a 2,500 defense monster, which is pretty beefy. Clayman. Clayman's not bad. It's 2,000 defense. This one. Oh, it's her. She's the one that's weak. But Clayman is strong in defense. You know, it would be nice if you would get your crap together with your connection issue. But yeah, imagine throwing Axe of Despair on them. Well, I mean, if you threw Axe of Despair, it's still 1,500, so, you know. So, who's Elemental Tempest? Avian, Sparkman, and Bubbleman. This is a triple fusion. 2,800 Warrior Wind. You can send one other card you control to the graveyard and target one monster you control. While this card's face up on the field, that monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Can you do this multiple times? I'm assuming you can do this multiple times, which makes this guy, yeah, this makes this guy kind of scary. The problem is, it's a triple fusion. I know there are ways to exceed fusions, but like, ew, triple fusion. And it must be fusion summon. You cannot cheat this guy out very easily with, like, Earth fusions. I mean, you can, but, like, there's other ways of seeing out fusions, and you can't really do that with this guy. Elemental Hero, Wild Gags. Okay. This requires Wild Heart and Blade Eggs, 2,600, 2,300 Earth Warrior. This card can act... Oh. That is, that's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. I mean, I remember this guy being like, why would you ever use this guy? He's kind of useless. And I remember this guy. So you need to use both of them. I mean, he's not bad on his own. But using him for that is kind of scary. Wild Heart is Secret Gen, so he is, yeah. Elemental Hero Sunning Player Wingman. It requires Flame Wingman and Sparkman. Okay. 2,500, 2,100 Light Warrior. Gains 300 after each elemental hero. Oh. Here's your big elemental hero guy. This is what you run in your E-hero deck. If this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original active graveyard. Ooh. Disgusting. King of the Swamp, yeah. And he is a light. So he wouldn't get much benefits from, Oh! Oh, okay. So you need this fusion. And this is gonna be a fusion. No. You need a fusion and Sparkman to get this. So it's a little bit harder to get. I didn't realize Flame Wingman was a fuse or King of the Swamp. Yeah, you can use King of the Swamp. Yeah. I keep forgetting about that guy. King of the Swamp is a big cheater. That's a disgusting card. Like, that is so disgusting for an E-hero deck. So, I see a pot. Target 5 monsters in your graveyard. Shuffle all 5 in your deck. And then draw 2 cards. What? Bro! Why would you not run this? This is just better Pot of Greed. So tell me, why is Pot of Greed banned when this exists? This is so dumb. Like, there's no reason not to run this car. It's so dumb. Dark World Lightning. It was limited. It should stay limited because it's still dumb. Target 1 set card on the field. Destroy that target to discard 1 card. You can get synergy with it. I'm not... You only need 1. I guess. But knowing me, I would run 3 because I'm like, yes, I get all my monsters back. This isn't terrible, but like, you know. If you can synergize with it, that's even better. Level modulation. Your opponent draws 2 cards. Special summon 1 level monster from your graveyard, ignoring the summoning condition. The monster that was special summoned back this effect cannot act, nor activate or apply its effect this turn. So this is just a way of cheating out level cards. Okay. But like the level monsters, yeah, you're useless to tribute because like, honestly, otherwise the level monsters on their own are kinda not great. Plus you're making your opponent draw 2 cards, which I mean, that seems kinda bad. Oja Magic. Ojamas. They get support. If this card's set with the hand or field of the graveyard, act 1 each of Oyama green, yellow, and black from your deck in your hand. Ew. Okay. Gotta get scary. Gotta get scary very quickly. Cause that lets you get Oyama King very quickly. Oyag Muscle. This card is always treated as an Oyama card. Is it Oyama or Ojama? How do you pronounce that? Is it Ojama or Oyama? Ojama. I don't know how you pronounce that. Select 1 face-up Ojama King. Destroy all Ojama monsters of the field except the selected Ojama King. It gains 1,000 after each monster. Ew. That's kinda scary. Does that work on the Ojama tokens? Ojama? So I am saying it correctly now, it's Ojama? So if this works with the Ojama tokens, yeah. Okay. That just makes the Ojima King, it's a 3,000 attack, no, it's a 0 attack. I thought it was a 3,000 attack, it's 3,000 defense. But you could probably make it very scary, otherwise. Better shot. Select one face-up elemental hero avian you control. During this turn, that target can attack a number of times. My English is dying. Equal the number of monsters you control when this card resolved, but cannot attack directly at other monsters you control cannot attack this turn. Okay, so if your opponent has 3 monsters, it can attack up to 3 times. Is Avian even any good? I missed. Avian sucks! That's a terrible card on its own. Ah, okay, so you need 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Okay, yeah. That's how you get the water. Oh! Oh god! Okay, so you get from your hand deck or... Oh. Oh. Okay. That's terrifying. That makes that even more terrifying. Especially if you can get these out super easily. Ooh. Kifonian Alliance. Or Kifonian. The equipped monster gains 800 after each other face-up monster on the field that has the same name it does. So it can gain 1600 max. For the most part. Well, I mean, on your side of the field, if your opponent has, more, then it gains more, but like... I don't know, man. Not really big on this card right now. You could probably get some kind of use out of it, but I'm not big on that card. Arm Changer. Send one equipped card from your hand to graveyard to activate this card. If the equipped monster destroys a monster without the controller of this equipped card, can add 1 monster at equal to or less than the equipped monster from their graveyard to their hand. This seems like something Ben Kai would like. Except, you know, I don't know if you would ever really use this that much. I mean, it's not bad, but, like, you have to use a whole bunch of equipped spell cards in order to use its effect. So, I don't know how useful this would be. Like, it's not bad, it's niche. It's very niche. Give me just a second. I'm gonna double check, a couple things. I do not think she has anything up. No. I would be surprised if Mint is doing Devil May Cry 5 day. I would be very, very surprised. Let me check. I do not see anything. I see nothing. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's a little bit early for me to be checking on Nimi, because Nimi usually doesn't, post a room until, like, 5. I swear it's you that's dropping connection. Branch! When a fusion monster or confused is destroyed by battle or card effect and set to the graveyard, you can target one of the fusion monsters in your... Use the materials in your graveyard that was used for its fusion summon it, special summon it. It's good if you're running a fusion deck. It's not bad, but like, you know. This is around the fusion monster era. They were really, really hammering in fusions at this era. Boss Rush. You cannot normal summon a set during the end phase of archive BES monster or a big core to destroy a sent to the graveyard. You can special summon one BES monster or one big core from your deck. Okay, we got a Gravius Boss Rush. You're never gonna use this card because, you know, you're not running any of these monsters, like ever. Gateway to Dark World. Target one Dark World monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. You cannot summon monsters when you activate this card except by this effect, but you can normal set. I mean, you can use this on your opponent's turn. That would save you from being whacked in the face if you really need something. Hero Barrier. Negate one aggro an opponent's monster. You must control a face-up elemental hero and resolve this effect. The anime duel got so off because it had actively destroyed its support function. Terrible. And this card is also terrible. Why would you ever use this card? You could just use Wabaku or, you know, anything else but this card. This card is awful. Carbonium Blast. BES specifically, ew. When a face-up monster you control is destroyed and set to the graveyard, destroy the one face-up monster on the field that has the lowest act, your choice if high. And if you do, inflict damage to both players equal to half of that monster's attack. I mean, if you're running a burn deck, this is more than likely going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt the opponent. I don't think this card would actually be that useful, in all honesty. Not gonna lie. The Forces of Darkness. Target 2 Dark World monsters in your graveyard, add those targets in your hand. This is okay. This isn't bad. It's good support for Dark World. Get 2 Dark World monsters back. Not bad. It's simple. The thing is, Dark World is kind of not that great. Dark Deal. When your opponent activates a normal spell card, pay 1,000 life points. The activated effect of that normal spell card becomes your opponent discards one random card. Yikes. That's honestly kinda devious. Granted, you are losing 1,000 life points, but at the same time, you're screwing their hand over. And probably effects that require discarding cards. So this has use. This does have use. But on the flip side, you could screw yourself over by making your opponent discard a card that's gonna help them. So it's a double-edged sword. Yeah, Rapid Magician. Simultaneous loss. Each player sends the top card of their deck to the graveyard. Guy Greffer and Warrior from the Wasteland, I think that is. I don't know how I feel about this card. I mean, it's basically you would run this card in a gamble deck, basically, I feel. I don't know. I don't know. It's pre-DD Warrior lady. So it's probably Warrior for the Wasteland, man. Week out. Pay 500 life points. Destroy all face-up acquisition level 3 monsters. I like how Ejection Fairy Lily is one here. Because, you know, Ejection Fairy Lily was a terrible card to deal with. I mean, it's specifically level 3 monsters, too, so I don't know how much you will get use out of this. I mean, Jetson Fairy Lily is still disgusting. But yeah, I don't know how much use you will get out of this. You probably wouldn't get very much. The League of Uniform Nomenclature. Select one face-up level to a lower monster, normal monster, correction, you control. Activate this card. Special summon as many cards as possible from your deck with the same name. Ew. That could get real nasty, depending on the monster. What was it called? Nomenclature. Okay. Who was it? Moku. This would be devastating with Moku. This would be absolutely devastating with Moku, actually. Oh, God. Like, I know it shows Oyamas, but, like, Moki. Like I say Moki. So, Moki and the Oyamas, this would be terrifying with. Roll out! Is it gonna show machines? I called it. I called the reference. Moku. That's Moku. Or Moku. Hey, no. Target one Union monster in your graveyard. Equip that target to an appropriate monster you control for that Union monster's effect. I mean, it's a way of getting a Union monster back so you can do fusions quicker. Which is honestly not bad. It's not bad for that kind of effect. Because you do this, you get that monster to equip, and then you can probably unequip that turn, right? Because it doesn't say that you can't do that. Sigonian Polymer. Activate only when your opponent fuses summons a fusion monster. Tribute one monster, take control of that fusion monster. I mean, if you know your opponent's running a fusion deck, or fusion anything, this would be really good. Otherwise, it's just a dead card. It's really just a dead card, I feel. But otherwise, it would be great against fusion monsters. Featherwind. I think this is for the lady. Yeah, this is for Avian. When a spell trap card is activated while you control a face-up Avian, negate the activation, and it's better in the past than now, I can imagine. Why would you ever use this? This card's not good at all. Yeah, it's just Honeyr but with an E hero. Like, it's literally not that great. Not that great at all. Non-fusion area. Let me guess, this prevents fusions from happening while it's out. Near player can fusion summon. That's what I thought. It's a good anti-fusion deck card. How often would you use this? I don't know. They're hammering fusions left and right in recent sets, but like, if nobody's used a fusions, this is a dead card. And level limit area A. Remember level limit area B? Change all face-up level 3 or lower monsters into acquisitions. It's level limit area B for opposite and for, you know, making... When level limit area B was for level 4 or higher monsters of defense, this is the opposite. Yeah, you're using B instead. You're not using this. This card sucks. And with that, we are done with Elemental Energy. Onwards to Shadow of Affinity. So now I think is when I don't know anything. So let's see what we get. So Yugioh, Lord of Searing Flame. Yeah, I don't remember this guy at all. 00 10 stars. Pyro. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by second free face-up traps you. This card gains 1,000 at half each continuous trap in your graveyard. Once per turn, you can target one set spell trap your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Now your player can activate spell trap cards in response to this target's effect. You have to have 3 continuous trap cards out on your field. Or 3 traps, rather. And it has to be face up, so it has to be continuous traps. So, what are the odds if you have a 3 face up trap cards? I don't think it will happen very often. So this card probably would never be, used, really. Yeah, you have to make a guess for this, but like, you would never really use that. Hamon, Lord of Striking Thunder. Why? I was about to say, are these just weaker, God cards? I noticed the 4,000, I'm like, wait, is that Obelisk? Wasn't the other guy Slifer? Like, the other guy was basically Slifer. This has to be, like, Obelisk. Yeah, I was about ready to say. This is easier because it's continuous spells, but even then, when you're gonna have, 3 continuous spells. Mega Chicken. If it destroys the opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict 1,000 damage on your opponent. While this card is in face-up defense position, monsters your opponent controls cannot target monsters for attacks except for this one. Ew! Ew! This card's kind of disgusting, but, I mean, 3 face-up continuous spells is gonna be hard. Raphael, Lord of Phantasms. Oh, okay, yeah. What was the name of the other one? Ra? Oh, it was Ra. Okay. Oh, 3 Fiends. Bro! You're gonna be running this in a Fiend deck! Because this... why wouldn't you run this in a Fiend deck? What the hell? Each time your opponent normal summons a monster, special summon a Phantasm token. Fiend Dark, 1 star, 1,000 attack, 1,000 defense. But it cannot declare an attack. Once per turn, you contribute 1 monster. This card gains an attack equal to contribute him monster's original attack and enemies. Bro! This card is dumb! This card is absolutely stupid compared to Iron 2. Why did they make this one so strong compared to Iron 2? Why didn't they make it the same, like Tribute 3 Thunders, Tribute 3 Pyros? Like, this guy's dumb, and its effect is dumb. Obelisk is the best, yeah. Elemental Hero, Neo Bubble Man. Oh, so it's just a different Bubble Man? It cannot be normal summon set. It must be special summoned by second of Bubble Man with, Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis? This card's name's tree is Bubble Man. Destroy opponent's... Dude, this card sucks. Why would you ever use this? Go away. Hero Kid. When this card is special summoned, you can special summon any number of Hero Kids from your... When it is special summoned, you're never gonna special summon this guy unless you have a way of special summoning him. He is generic hero support, but like, ew. Well, I guess if you special summon him, you're going to be special summoning, like, the other who. Cyber Barrier Dragon. Oh no, Cyber Dragon. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be summoned and set with an Active Reflector unit. Once per turn, while this card is in an active position, your opponent's next attack is negated. 2800 6-star Light Machine. I'm assuming you have to use a Cyber Dragon with an Active Reflector unit in order to summon it. We'll find out later. Here's the Cyber Laser Dragon. 2400 1800 7-star Light Machine. And you need a Photon Generator unit. Once per turn, you can destroy one monster with an attack or defense equal to or higher than the activist card. Interesting. Very interesting. They are situational. This one's not bad. It lets you, like, effectively kill 2 monsters if you're lucky enough. Barrier is more chaotic. It is. Ancient gear. Oh no, the gears are back. 100 800 2-star Earth Machine. If you control Ancient Gear, you can special summon this card from your hand and why? 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 But why? But why? Oh yeah, the big Ancient Gear guy, yeah. You can tribute this card, inflict 500 damage to your opponent, and if you do, now your player can activate trap cards during the battle phase of this turn. $500 2-star Earth Machine. Okay. And if I recall, there was one that gets damage boost for Ancient Gears of Graveyard, right? If I recall. What was it? It was Ancient Gear Golem? Ancient Gear Golem. Was it Golem? Well, it does let you get this guy out easier, yeah, because it's who tribute. When he's at the grave, you can't get him back from the graveyard. That's the downside to him. Oh no, Proto Cyber Dragon. Okay, you know what? I didn't realize this. Do you remember those dragon enemies, the cybernetic dragon enemies in Genius of Sapphiros? The ones that like to use Revolution Breath that like destroys the party. They all used the Revolution Breath, like they were all super hanky. I see this guy and it's like, oh. They were referencing the Cyber Dragon in that game with that monster. I gotcha. I got you, Hatsukuma. I understand the reference now. I didn't catch it back then, because I forgot all about Cyber Dragon and what it looked like. So this was an enemy in Genius of Sapphiros, and it was a disgusting enemy. I hated it. 1106. Oh, this card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while on. Okay. So you're just getting another way of getting Cyber Dragon type fusions out and stuff. Hooray! More Cyber Dragon material. Adhesive explosive. I think I remember this guy. 1003-star Wind Machine. Before damage calculation, if this card was activated by an opponent's monster and was in face down defense at the start of the damage step, you put this card to be attacking monster, but during your opponent's next standby phase, destroy the monster this card is equipped to. I feel like I remember this card. I think I remember this card. Cypress didn't need support yet? Yeah. They were already strong enough. This card is kinda scary. Yeah, power bonk and limit removal, yeah. This isn't a bad card, in all honesty. This could be useful in, like, a Gravity Mine deck. Or, you know, some such deck. Machine King Pro Hype. 1600, 1500. 3-star Earth Machine. This card gains 100 active defense for each machine type monster on the field except this card. It's not really that good, honestly. It can... Yeah. I mean, it's a Pro Hype. That's why it's called Machine King Pro Hype. At best, you could get 2,000, and it is 3 stars, so it can hack under Gravity Mine and level limit area B. But, like, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's really that good. Not sure. It could probably be good. It could probably be good. Yeah, you're not really running this. And now we get another BS. Oh, it only gets 2 counters. And it's a 2 tribute? If this card... Oh, I see. If this card acts or is act at the end of the game step, toss a coin to call it. If you call it wrong, remove 1 counter. If this card battles without a counter, destroy it at the end of the damage step. Okay. It's still not good. You're still gambling. You could probably run this in a gambling deck, but why would you? It's not that great. It's kind of terrible. Especially for 2 tributes. It's 2,500 to act for 2 tribute. That's not that great. GG guy. 1,400, 1,000. 4-star Dark Warrior. That's a warrior? When this card's normal summon, give a control of it to your opponent. During each player's end phase, your opponent selects 1 card from the graveyard of this card's controller and removes it from play. I don't know if this is a good card. It sounds like it's not that great, in all honesty. It is a very odd head card. Also, it does not look like a warrior. Chain Harasser. I can imagine it has uses, but like, your opponent just gets to decide what goes away, and I don't know. 1,600 4-star Wind Warrior. This card can act 1 additional time during the same battle phase for each Chain Harasser in your graveyard. No! Unless you can make good use of this card, no! I don't think this is worth running, in all honesty. You're also blocking a zone. Yeah, you are blocking a zone they are using. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Give me just a second. Give me just a second, if you will. Look, sorry. I'm trying to deal with something on my end. That stops cybers? Really? Interesting. Disciple of the Forbidden Spell. 1,700, 800, 4-star Light Warrior. So you have a decent warrior for damage. When this card is summoned, declare different monster card attributes equal to the number of Disciple of the Forbidden Spells in your graveyard. This card acts a monster that has to declare attribute. Destroy the monster with this card's effect. That's a little scary, actually. If you run this in a warrior deck or a light deck, like in a light deck, this can be very, very scary because you're gonna have a 2,200 attack monster more than likely running around. Although you do need to have at least one of those, one copy of this guy in the graveyard for this effect to happen. But this could be like, oh, I choose dark. And it's like, oh, you're running a fiend deck, which is, you know, mostly dark. Very, very devastating. A very good card. Very good. Would be worth running. Yugioh Cien. That's just Nobunaga. This is literally just Nobunaga. Getting up to 1,000 Fire, Pyro, 4 stars. This card is unaffected by the effects of trap cards. Nobunaga says no to your trap cards. Parrot Sig, Hickey. Nobunaga there might be okay in a fire deck. Maybe, I don't know. Electric Act's not really super strong though, not gonna lie. Oh, question mark, 1 star, Earth Insect. The active defense of this card equal to the number of tokens off the field. Times 500. It's not bad, but you need at least 4 tokens out in order for it to be like 2,000. Without any, like, anything else. Which is kind of, you know, not super impressive. I mean, it does count the opponents. But I don't know how often the opponent's going to be running, token stuff. Unless it's like Scapegoat. Everyone ran Scapegoat because Scapegoat was so good. Scapegoat was so good. Gokemon, 800, 2-star Earth Insect. When this card is destroyed by battle set to graveyard, you can add 1 insect monster. Okay, with 1,500 or less after your deck in your hand. There's a decent insect card. It's okay. Now, if it was defense, that might be better, but you know. Yeah, Ozama does create tokens, you're right. It could be useful. It could be, it's nice. I would call it nice. This card's okay for, insects. You can probably get some, decent insects with this, throw out in the field. Let's look at the silent insect. Like this guy. 200, 300, 2-star Earth Insect. This card changes defense when it is normal summon or flip summon. Negate the effects of all continuous spell cards and continuous trap cards. So you just summon it, and it just goes to defense. Which is really nice, honestly. It means you're not putting yourself at risk. Yeah. It's like, okay, you have Gravity Bind and Level Limit Area B. I'm just gonna throw this guy out there to deal with that. It's honestly really good for stuff like that. And, you know, like Imperial Order, which I think is banned at this point. Chainsaw Insect. Not that good now, no. 2400 0 defense, 4 stars, Earth Insect. This card battle at the end of the game, except your opponent draws 1 card. Okay. I mean, you know, yay, they draw a card. But now I have a 2400 hack freaking monster on the field without tributing. 2900 attack with the Earth card down. That's actually... Yeah, and it mills. This card's kinda good. It's honestly kinda really good. And it's an insect, so you can run this in an insect deck easily. But you would probably run it more from an Earth deck. That looks cute. Does it look cute? I mean, if you're into chainsaws... Hello there, Megumi. Anteater eating ant. Anteater eating ant. Yes, that's what an anteater does, is eat ants. 2,501 tribute. Oh, you can't tribute for this guy. This card cannot be special summoned except by second 2 spell trap cards you control graveyard. You can destroy one spell or trap card your opponent controls. If you activate this effect, this card cannot act during this turn. You know, I could see Iris freaking out at this card. I don't think Iris would like this card very much. Iris would definitely cringe at this. Understandably so for her. I'm sure a few people would cringe at this card. Some people don't like bugs, okay? And that's understandable. I don't like centipedes, okay? That's the bug I don't like. You show me a centipede and I start panicking a little bit. But, you know, I have reasons for panicking over centipedes. Please, no centipedes. I don't want to deal with centipedes. Yeah, you're better off running, like, Earth and Water Monarch. This card's not that great. Save for Beetle. Guys, give me just a second. I am gonna take a quick break because I am getting lightheaded a little bit. Let me take a quick break to stop being lightheaded. Enjoy the music for right now. I'm gonna take a quick break. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. And I'm back on Wakasaki Hime's stage theme. I don't know what made me lightheaded there. I got super lightheaded. Give me just a second if you will. Alright. So, what we got here? 2400, 601 tribute Earth insect. During battle between this active card and a defense persistent monster whose defense learns to be active this card, it does carry meteor cross. You can run chainsaw with this card. I mean, this is decent for insects. If you need an extra insect. Fun fact, hey, you hear the song right now? This was going to be used for Ho-Ho Fantasy as Momiji's battle theme. Because this was a fan-made theme for Momiji. I don't remember who made this, though. Who made this song? Do I know? I don't know. Doomdozer. 2800, 2600, 8-star Earth Insect. Yeah, it is the same act. Yeah, you're right. You are correct. Cannot be normal summon set. Must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 2 insects from your graveyard. If this card inflicts battle damage in your opponent's top card of their deck graveyard. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say this is a very strong insect. And with the Earth Field, this becomes 3300 attack, which is very, very strong. That is a very strong card. Treeborn Frog. A frog's 100, 100, 1-star Aqua Water. Nice card art. Once per turn, during your standby phase, if this card's in your graveyard, you do not control Treeborn Frog, you can special summon this card. It is just a frog with wings. Do you see the wings? You must control no spells, traps to activate, and resolve this effect. Effect. Why was this limited? Why was this limited? Because you can only ever get one of these out every turn. I guess it does give you a free tribute, yeah. Oh, it's just a free tribute, never mind. And you can do it on your opponent's turn. Yeah. Frog Engine. Beazel Frog. It's an evil frog. 1200, 800, 3-star Water Aqua. This card gains 300 after each apple in your... Ew. Okay. So it can get 900 attack max. So that will put it at 2100 attack. And with water, it makes it 2600. That's kind of scary, not gonna lie. Evil Frog is evil. Princess Pikachu. Oh, she got upgraded. 2000. Zero defense, 4-star light spellcaster. This card cannot be normal summon set. This card cannot be summon set with Trial with the Princesses. Probably what the other one's gonna do. Ronan Hogan and Hopefully Awesome. Ah. During your standby phase, gain 800 life points. Oh god. Okay, so this is like the original version, but doubled. And with higher attack. Okay. Yeah. So the other one's gonna be the same, but your opponent loses like 800 life points per turn, right? During your standby, inflict 600 damage to your opponent for each monster they control. Yeah. So, yeah. I ran both the original versions of these monsters. That's how I beat some of the people in that tournament. Reminder. This, the Pikachu here, the original one, was 400 life points for every monster you control. They are sisters. Interesting. So, by the time my opponent was able to get Jinzo out to deal with my Gravity Vine, I also have Final Countdown happening, so by the time he got Jinzo out, he had like 1 or 2 turns to kill me. Because of Pikachu, I had 30,000 life points. He could not kill me in time. There was no peaceful way for him to kill me in time. Because of me having 40,000 life points. It was ridiculous. So if you do it right, you just become unkillable. Memory Crusher. 1006 such a 3-star Dark Fiend. If this card successfully acts directly, inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each card or expert. What? Why? This card sucks. This card's awful. No. Don't use this card. It's bad. This card here? No. Don't use it. Anyways. I mean, it sucks though. Malice Ascendant. 701,000 4-star Dark Zombie. During your opponent's standby phase, someone card off their deck to graveyard for each Malice Ascendant in your graveyard. If you're able to, you could probably do some kind of fancy mill tactic with this. But 700 at 1,000 defense is pretty low, not gonna lie. And you have to have at least one copy in your graveyard, so it's not really that great. Grass Phantom. 1,000 3-star Water Plant. This card gains 500 after each plant. Okay, so it can become 2,000. They're really going in with the copies of cards, aren't they? Like, if you have multiple copies of this card in your graveyard, you get this effect. But like, meh? You know, it's not really that impressive. Not gonna lie. Sandmoth. Give me just a second, if you will. 1,000, 2,000, 4 stars, Rock Earth. If this base card defends persistent card, destroy the center graveyard, special summon it and switch its original active defense. It does get around Gravity Mine, yeah. Okay, so this card's actually scary. This card's actually pretty scary. It gives you decent defense, and then it gives you pretty decent attack if it dies. If it dies face down. If it doesn't die face down, then, you know, it's just a normal defense monster. But, like, you can get a 2,000 attack Earth monster easily for this if, you know, it dies. And if you're running an Earth field, it gets 400 less defense, so it's technically a 1,600 defense. Give me just a second. 1 second. Alright, Divine Dragon at Celion. I feel like I know this guy. Oh boy, we get to read the paragraph. Hit up to 905, so you got a tribute from this guy, huh? Dragon Light. When this card's normal summon, it gets one of the following effects for each Divine Dragon at Celion in your graveyard when this effect resolves. Your choice. These effects cannot accumulate. This card gains 1,000 attack. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, it can attack once again in a row. This card destroys a monster of battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage on your opponent equal to the actively destroyed monster. So if there's 2 of them, does that mean it gets 2 choices? I mean, you still got a tribute for it, which you. And I don't know if the cheat card. Yeah, you want that second effect, yeah. Or a third effect, yeah. But like, I don't know if the cheap monster is around at this point for you to play and get this out very easily. That's the only thing that makes this a little bit And it's 1500 hack, which Ruin, Queen of Oblivion. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. She looks okay. 2,302,008 stars. Light Fairy. You can ritual summon this with End the World. With this hacked card destroys an opponent's monster by value, you can activate this stat. This card can make a second attack in a row. Oh, so if she kills a monster, she can attack again. But if she kills another monster, does that mean she can attack again? Because it's not once per turn. I mean, that would be a third attack, but like... yeah, she could just wipe out the board and then attack you directly. She's kind of disgusting a little bit. And she's a light fairy, so she gets support from light and fairies. So she's not bad. She's not bad. And here's the thing. It says you can ritual summon. So you can probably get this out with other methods, right? Well, actually, there's nothing with that kind of cheat, I think, at the moment. Demise, King of Armageddon. Okay, it's ritual summon, yeah. 2,402,000 Dark Fiend. You need End the World. You can pay 2,000 life points to destroy all other cards. Oh my god. Ew, what? This guy's disgusting. He's just like, you're dead. I just destroy everything. Yeah, not once per turn. But it's still like, that is 2,000 life points, but you're, deleting the board. Making it impossible for your opponent to do anything about it. You. D3 Esprog. Desprog? Oh, yeah, Desprog. So you need 3 Desprogs to summon this. 2,502,000 Water Aqua. And you need, it gains 500 after each tree board for, ooh. That could get real scary. That could make it a 4,000 attack. 4,500 if you... Ew. Okay, so this is like the big boss monster of the frogs, I think. This is probably what you're aiming for with frogs, I feel like. If you can get all that stuff. Hero Heart. Target one face-up E-hero monster you control. Half its attack in its face of this turn, where it can act twice. Yeah, I kind of figured it was Hackhold's endgame. This card, I'm not very, this card sucks. This card just sucks, it's bad. Magnet Circle, level 2. Special summon 1 level 2 or lower machine-type monster from your hand. Why? What would you use this for? I'm not sure what you would use this for other than, tribute summoning. Half wingmail that can buff him with fusing weapon? Probably, yeah. But, even then, it's not that great. You have better ways. Ancient Gear Factory. Reveal 1 level 5 or higher Ancient Gear monster from your hand. Can banish another Ancient Gear monsters from your graveyard. Whose combined levels are double the revealed monsters. And if you normal summon the revealed monster this turn, you must normal summon it without tributing. If you want Ancient Gear Golem, that's gonna be 16 which is a lot. Which one? No, it was a rock monster that got buffs from rocks being removed from the game. Yeah, I remember Ancient Golem, but that is going to be a lot that you're going to have to banish. Oh, it's from your graveyard. No, mind, it's from your graveyard. So this makes it easier to get them out without tripping. Okay, okay. So this is very good for Ancient Golem. Gear Golem. Ancient Gear Drill! Giga Drill Breaker! If you control an Ancient Gear monster, discard one card. Set one spell card directly from your deck. This turn, that spell card cannot be activated. This could be kind of pretty good. This could be kind of pretty good, especially if you throw in, like, limiter removal. Like, you just get limiter removal back from the graveyard. That's very, very scary. That's actually very, very scary. Phantasmal Martyrs. While you have at least 2 other cards in your hand that control one of these guys, you know, the lame 2 guys, send your higher hand to the graveyard. Special summon 3 Phantasmal Martyr tokens. What? But why? But why? I'm gonna channel Little Crony, but why? It seems awful. This just seems bad. This just seems bad. Cyclone Boomerang. This goes E-Hero Wild card against 500 attack, okay? When the equipped monster is destroyed by a card that is sent to the graveyard, destroy all spell and trap cards off the field, and inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each spell trap card destroyed. Okay, Wild Heart. Oh! That makes him at 2,000! Who cannot be hard hit by traps. That makes him actually okay. That makes him actually okay. It has to be from a card effect though, so I mean, that makes it less okay. The reason hero is capitalized is because it was arcane other stuff. Ah. Gotcha. I can understand that. Symbol of Heritage. Activate only while there are 3 monster cards with the same name in your graveyard. See, they're doing that same name thing again. Select one of those monsters, special summon it, and equip it with this card. When this card is destroyed, so it's like premature burial, but you gotta have copies of the monsters. Yeah, it's not really that useful. It's kind of bad. Trial of Princesses. This only goes to White Magician Pikachu or Upper Magician Kirin. It gains 800 attack, okay? During the turn that the equipped monster destroyed the level 5 or higher monster back out, you can tribute the equipped monster at this card and special summon one of those guys. Okay. That makes it a little bit harder to get them then, yeah. That makes it a little bit harder because they're like, they are 1200s. I mean, it makes them 2000s, but you can still get by just with these, honestly. You're not really going to be using that in like Gravity Bind decks or anything. Gohan Generator Unit. Tribute 2 Cyber Dragons. Special summon 1 Cyber Laser Dragon from your hand, deck, or graveyard. The princesses are 2,000, yes. They're 2,000 by default. And it's just basically the original versions, but like doubled. So, I mean, you know, it doubles up what you get from the original effect, but you know. Yeah, no. End of the world. Yeah, this is just a ritual summon. Is this the first ritual summon for 2 different monsters on the same card? You don't have to run, for instance, without target, you won't activate other effects. Yeah, pretty much. This is like the first one that has like 2 different ritual monsters you can summon on the same card. Ancient Gear Castle. All Ancient Gear monsters gain 300 attack. Oh, this is for the Ancient Gear deck. Each time a monster is normal summoned, place 1 counter on this card. If you summon an Ancient Gear monster face up, you contribute this card to this deck. If the number of its counters is equal to or greater than... Oh. This is how you get the Ancient Gear Golem out again. Okay. So if you really want to get Ancient Gear Golem out, you will bring this card. Also, it gives 300 attack, which makes Ancient Gears a little bit easier to use. Samsara. Monster cards hit for a ritual summon to return the owner's... Ooh. It does know exactly what it wants to do. This card's not bad, honestly, if you're using a ritual deck. Otherwise, I mean, you know, you're not going to be using it normally. Super Junior Comfort Hasten. Activate only when the opponent's monster declares an attack. Negate battle and attack, and 1 monster with the lowest attack and face-up attack. Your opponent control battle skids 1 monster with the lowest defense face-up defense position you control. After that battle, enter at battle phase. It does look like GameCube controllers. It kinda does, you're right. This card's interesting. Because this is basically like a walkthrough, but you're forcing a battle. But you gotta have a face-up monster. Wait, what if you don't have a monster in face-up defense? Then what? What happens then? Like, you negate... Like, you negate battle, but like... Yeah, like, this doesn't make sense. Like, if you don't have to face-up defense monster... How's this act out? Does it just not happen? Miracle Kids. Target 1 monster your opponent control. That target loses 400 after each hero kid in your graveyard until end phase. Amazons get 1 too. Gotcha. So this is okay for E-hero deck, I guess. But at the same time, meh. It's a waste of deck space, I feel. Attack Reflector Unit. Tribute 1 Cyber Dragon, special summon 1 Cyber Barrier Dragon. Yikes. I kind of figured it was going to be for Cyber Dragon. Damage to Gunser. When you take battle damage, discard 1 card. Special summon 1 monster from your deck with an attack less than or equal to the battle damage you took and attack resistance. This could have some use. It's a little niche because you got take damage and you got a discard card, but like, this could be, this has uses. But at the same time, if you want something really good, you're gonna have to take a really big hit. And you usually don't want to take a really big hit. Amazon's got Amazonas Archers. They do, yeah. Karma Cut. What's Yomu doing in this game? It looks like Yomu doing something. Discard 1 card. Target 1 face-up monster your opponent control. Banish that target. Banish all cards with the same name as that monster from your opponent's graveyard. Boy, Warrior Broker Wasteland is just getting messed up, ain't she? Like, she gets bullied a lot. Especially by Guy Greffer. Next, be lost. Select one face-up monster you control. Send one card from your graveyard with the same name as the selected card. Okay. I guess. This would be good for, like, her plot ends with her becoming geeky warrior being Guy. Interesting. I'm curious about the stories of these guys. I really am. I should look that up at some point. This would be good for, like, a frog deck. Or getting, like, hackles and stuff in your graveyard. So this would be good for the hackle deck. Or, Guy's odd one. Generation Shift. Target one face-up monster you control. Destroy that target and add one card with the same name as the destroyed card from your deck in your hand. This could be useful in a variety of ways. But at the same time, you're using up your trap card slots with this card. So unless you're building a card specifically for, you know, milling out specific cards, you're probably... Yeah, I remember Guard World. I think. I might remember them. Oh, Salvo. When this card resolves, send your entire hand to the graveyard. Inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card you send to the graveyard by this effect. Okay, mostly activate. Gotcha. So this card could be a scary burn card, depending on what you're running in a burn deck. Because you discard your hand, get 200 damage to each card, and if you have something that activates by being discarded, well, now it's just gonna, you know, it can't be one turn kill, yeah. And that's, here's the thing, you don't even need to run this in a burn deck. You can just run this card normally. And then run like card destruction on top of that. Success probability 0%. It's Kusaki! Kusaki's back! And he's folding! Send 2 random fusion monsters from your opponent's extra deck to the graveyard. Meh. I mean, He's always been folding? Oh. This guy's literally just Hojo. I just realized that. This guy's just Hojo. He's just Hojo. This card is kind of meh. Like, if you're kinda, well, I guess, again, at this point, you have fusions. That's gonna be everywhere, but, like, it's just not that great to me. Hojo again evolve into a deceased man. Yeah. Option Hunter. Activate only when a monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard. Gain life points equal to the original actively destroyed monster. I mean, there's better ways of getting life points back. There's got one light shield trap that I can't think of the name of. Which, you know, it's just better than this. It's not bad if you don't have, like, some of the other cards, but, like, if you have the other cards, you're not really going to be using this card. Yeah, emergency rations. Goblin out of frying pan. Pay 500 life points. Negate the activation of a spell card and return it to the owner's hand. Okay. But why? It's nothing but like, oh no, I negate the activation of their spell card. They're just gonna play it again. They're literally just gonna play the exact same card right after this. That's not gonna stop it. I don't think it's that great, honestly. And malfunction. Hey, 500 life points. Negate the activation of the trap card and return it to its original. I mean, it's the same deal with the spell card. Like, it's not stopping it. It's just, you know, oh, it's just here. We're just here. And it's like, that doesn't really help very much. Really. The iron's better for traps. Yeah, this one's just bad. So there's this set. So we're done with that. We are gonna go and do. Let's go ahead and do Enemy of Justice. Let me go ahead and edit this. Give me just a second. Enemy of Justice. I got time to do another set. So, I don't think I know anything about Enemy of Justice. Yeah, I don't recognize any of this stuff. Yes, oh, Destiny Hero. They're not E-Heroes now, they're Destiny Heroes. 600, 800 3-star Dark Warrior. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls, banish that target. You must control the space up a hack card to activate and resolve this effect. Command it, do. It just comes back. It's not that great. The Red Eyes of Heroes. This guy kinda sucks. I'm gonna sit here and wait because my connection decided to crap itself. You who get a hold of yourself. That's definitely you who backing up. Captain Hanasis. 800, 3 stars, Dark Warrior. Once per turn during your scale 5 phase, you can target one Destiny Hero monster in your graveyard that was destroyed by battle since your last scale 5 phase. If you control the space up card when the target was destroyed, special summon that target. That's terrible. They have a game plan. I mean, this guy just seems bad. Diamond Dude. 400, 600 Dark Warrior. Once per turn, you can excavate the off card of your deck, and if it is a normal spell, set it in your graveyard. Otherwise, place it at the bottom of your deck. During the main phase, if your next turn, you can activate the effect of that spell in your graveyard, even if you no longer control this face-up card. That could be useful, but at the same time, I don't know. Because he is only a 1400, he's gonna die real fast, more than likely. More than likely. You could get some use out of that, though. But at the same time, I don't think he's that great. Dreadmaster. 8 stars, Dark Warrior. If this card is special summoned by Clock Tower Prison, destroy all monsters you control, except Destiny Hero monsters. Okay? Also, after that, you can special summon up to 2 Destiny Hero monsters from your graveyard. After this card is special summoned, the rest of this turn, Destiny Hero monsters you control cannot be destroyed. Also, you ain't no bow damage when they bow. The act defense of this card equal to the original act of all other Destiny Hero monsters you control. This was used by a guy from anime, his name was Aster Phoenix. Trying to be a rival to Jagan. Ah. This guy seems like he could be kinda dangerous, but if you have no other monsters out, then he kinda just, you know, dies. just outright dies. Cyber Hoo-Hoo, I think this is a Alexis card. Yeah, this is a Alexis card. 1,800. It kind of sucks. We'll get that when we get that. It should be in this set. 3 stars, Earth Warrior. If you activate each monster your opponent controls is higher than this card can act directly. This card sucks. This card just sucks. I don't like this card. Cyber Gymnast. 1,800 4 stars, Earth Warrior. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card that target 1 act monster your opponent controls and destroy that target. That's okay. You're discarding cards, but like, it's okay. It could get rid of some troublesome monsters if you really need to. Cyber Prima. 2,300, 1,600, 6 stars, so 1 tribute. Light Warrior. If this card's tribute summon, destroy all face-up spells on the field. The problem with Prism is its card that requires a lot of tokens, and its arch height doesn't really protect it. Makes sense why it would be bad then. Cyber Kieran. Oh no, it's a Cyber Fauna. 300, 800, 3-star Light Machine. You can tribute this card to make any effect damage you take this turn 0. Meh and meh. Sorry, Cyber Kieran, you're not worth it. Cyber Phoenix. And now we have a Cyber Kiara. 1,200, 1,600, 4-star Fire Machine. You are using it for the effect, but like, yeah, the effect's not that great. While this card's in attack position, I mean, it hurts, like, hold on, let me look back at it. Oh, it's just this turn, okay. It hurts off burn that turn. While this card's in attack position, negate any spell trap cards, target 1 machine monster you control and no iron cards. While this card's destroyed without a set graveyard, you can draw 1 card. This might be good for a machine deck. Maybe. It has to be an attack though, so... I don't know, maybe it's not that great. Maybe it's not that great. I mean, you can put it in, like, defense, and maybe get a card from it. Searchlight Man. 1,000, 1,000, 3-star Light Machine. I mean, if this wasn't a light monster, I'd be very cross. Your opponent cannot set or flip face down any cards for the rest of this turn. Interesting. I mean, by the time this gets used, they probably already did what they wanted to do with summoning, though. So I don't know if this is actually going to be, you know, used very much, in all honesty. I mean, it's not bad, yeah, but like, I don't know how often you're going to get this effect off. Give me a second. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. I'm going to check something real quick. I'm checking something real quick. Let me check something. So the waiting room's gonna be up much later. God. Okay. So there is gonna be something today. You know, set spell traps in main 2, I guess. Ah! Give me just a second. Na. Alright. The books, yeah, the books do, it says. Victory Viper. This is another great. They really like bringing gravy stuff in here, don't they? Alright, so it's 1204 stars. Light Machine. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, activate one of these effects. This card gains 400 hack. Here's Konami, I know. Where's Castlevania then? Castlevania's Konami. Target one face-up spell track with field, destroy it. Special summon one opposite token. Its hype attribute level and activates are always the same as this card, but just destroy it if this card is no longer on the field. Vampire Hunter. This card sucks. I like how it can make the Gradius cards all kinda, you know, suck. Why do all the Gradius cards suck? Swift Birdman Joe. It's Joe. Not Joe, guys. It's Joe. 2300, 1400, 1 tribute. Winged Beast Wing. If you tribute summon this card for tribute a wind monster, return all spell trap cards off the field to the owner's hand. You're trying to mimic the game. This card's kind of really good. It's just giant grenade on a monster. And you would be running this in a wind deck anyways, because 2300, 1 tribute is pretty decent for a wind monster. And this makes it so that your opponent, if they don't have any way of... Yeah, it's bad, yeah. So let me ask this. If you tribute summon him, and then he gets, like, hit by Trapple, does the effect... What happens first? Does his effect go off first, or does, like, Trapple go off first? It doesn't negate? So it would just still send everything back to the hand, then. That's kind of disgusting. I mean, it still kills him, which, I mean, you would want to kill him, but like you. Harvey's pet baby dragon. Even if he got, yeah. So this guy, I remember Harvey's dragon. I don't think we saw him in a set, but I remember him. 100 at 600 defense, 4-star wind dragon. Gain effects on the number, based on the number of harpy monsters you control, except Harpy's pet baby dragon. If there's one or more, your opponent cannot target harpy monsters you control for attacks, except Harpy's pet baby dragon. Double the original act defense of this card. Oh god. 3. Once per turn, you can target one card your opponent controls. Destroy that target. So it gets all of that if there's 3 or more harpy monsters on your field. Yikes. Very, very big yikes, especially if harpy decks are really good to use. Majestic Mech Senku. 1500 Light Fairy 4-star. When this card inflicts spell damage to your opponent by a direct act, draw 1 card. During the end phase, this card was summoned. Dude, this card sucks. Harpies are a swarm deck, I can imagine, yeah. This card just sucks. Why would you ever use this card? It's bad. Majestic Mech. Uka. I can't see. 2400, 1400, 1 tribute. You can normal summon this card without tributing. If you do, during the end phase, send it to the graveyard. That's kind of scary. That's actually kind of very scary. You can just summon this and nuke something, and then it'll die, but you nuke what you want it to nuke. And with the light card, it becomes a 2900 monster that you just summoned. Yikes! Yabai! Or Yabe. I think Yabe is a better word to use here, not Yabai. Yabe. I guess Yabai or Yabe both work. Yeah, it can't be tripping. Ooh, yeah. Majestic Mech. Gornew. 2900, 1800 Light Fairy. Who tribute? You can tribute someone but not set this card with one tribute. If summoned this way, there's an FA set to the graveyard. If this card acts defense monster, if it does Fairy Meteor Crush. Interesting. So you can break this out for a guy at the end of the turn with one tribute. And it is 2900 half, which is very, very scary. Not bad. Not bad for a light fairy, honestly. This would be good for a light fairy deck. Well, I mean, most fairies are light, so... Royal Knight! 1300, 803 stars, light fairy. When this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, gain life points equal to the defense of the destroyed monster. You're probably not using this guy. It's the axe too low. It's not very good. It's not very good. Herald of a Green Light. 300, 500, 2 stars, light fairy. When your opponent activates a spell card, quick effect. You can set this card to one other fairy monster from your hand to the graveyard. Negate the activation if you do, destroy it. So you can set this from your hand. Oh, you have to set it from your hand. So it's like Magic Jammer, but for fairies. And I'm assuming that the purple one's going to be for traps. It is for traps. Okay, so same paper for traps. Okay. And it lets you discard another fairy, so probably could get some synergy with discard effects there. Bountiful Artemis. Not the kind of Artemis I thought would be. These are the babies? Oh god. Alright, 1600, 1700, 4-star light fairy. Each time a counter trap card is activated immediately after it resolves, draw one card. There are some wide hips on that fairy. That is true. Is this useful? I mean, counter traps do happen a lot, so it might be useful for a fairy deck. Maybe. It might be useful for a fairy deck. It's a little bit on the weak side, but it could be good. They're not used this often now. Well, back in the day, remember, this is when the set first came out. We're not thinking about later on. Because everything later on is broken, and it makes everything earlier on kind of broken too. Layered the Liberator. They weren't common? I mean, you had Magic Jammer, Separate Tools of Bandit, Soul of Judgment. There were some counter traps. 1400, 1500, 4-star light fairy. Each time a counter trap card is activated, immediately after it resolves, add 2 of your banished fairies in your hand. Not as good as the other one. I would run the other one over this one, honestly. Banisher of the Radiance, 1600 0. 3 stars, very light. Any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I remember there being a monster, a defense monster that did something like this, who, if I recall. Oh, Hannah's adjudicator, here we go, adjudicator. 2800, 1400, who tribute light fairy. After one of your counter trap cards have been activated and resolved, you can tribute all monsters you control as special summon this card. Okay, if this card is special summoned this way, you can destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of fairy type monsters you tributed. So you would want to be running counter traps in a fairy deck in order to get this guy out. Who special summoned this guy. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. It's really not that bad. But like you said earlier, counter traps are not that common back in the day, so how often this would see use, I don't know. And you have it in your hand anyways in order to do it, so. Guard Dog. 1500, 500, 3 stars, Beast Earth. Your opponent cannot special summon the rest of this turn. That's not bad, honestly. That's honestly not that bad. Preventing your opponent from special summoning is pretty darn spiffy. It is weak, though, so I don't know how much use you would get. I mean, it prevents them from use of things like scapegoats and stuff like that, so it's not bad. Whirlwind Weasel. 515. Oh, isn't this, the Wind Charmer's, monster? Your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap cards for the rest of this turn. I don't remember when, was that when? I think it was when. Avalanche and Asa. So we get more of the Charmers. Once per turn, you can tribute one Earth monster, except this card, special summon one Earth monster from your hand. The monster's special summon practice effect is destroyed if Avalanche and Asa's room. I mean, I can see the use of this, but this also is very dangerous because she has crap stats. So I'm not really a big fan of that. And you're gonna be disabled for fire. Yeah, you're using it to tribute as something else, pretty much. Yeah, this is gonna be disabled for water. I like the art. Blazing Hill. I bet this is Hate's favorite. Who uploaded this card with scratch marks on it? Why are there scratch marks on the card? My dude, why are there scratch marks all over this card? That upsets me greatly. Storming Wind. Okay. And you're gonna be the win. Got it. Barry Man. Oh no, the Barry Mans are back. Guys, the Barry Man. They're back. 0 at 900 defense, 1 star. Your opponent cannot select a character type monster you control as an attack target except Barry Man D. It's actually not bad. Except, you know, I think bunkers are mostly light. And the light spell is gonna, you know, reduce your defense by 400, so I don't know, man. You know exactly what you use the Charmers for, they just don't exist. We'll get them eventually. Super electromagnetic voltage. Dragon. 2400, 1000. one tribute like thunder. If you tribute summon this card by tributing one of the following monsters, oh, it's all for Barrymans. So the Barrymans are for this guy. If you tribute Barryman D, negate the effect of spell or trap card that targets this one card. Meh. Barryman C is scared down. Wait, this it does bury me or crush, okay. And then Barryman AA, this card gains 1,000 attack. But you have to run Barryman! And like, who wants to run Barryman for this? I wouldn't! Elemental Hero, Phoenix Enforcer. So Avian and Burskinatrix. 2100, 1200 Fire Warrior. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. But that, by the way, hey, this song playing right now was supposed to play in Ho-Ho Fantasy as well. This card's kind of just eh. Again, signing Phoenix Enforcer. You need a Phoenix Enforcer and Sparkman. 2500, 2100 Fire Warrior. This card gains 300 after each elemental hero card in your graveyard. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay, this guy's a little bit scary. If you use King of the Swamp with Sparkman, and this guy gets a little bit scary in an E-Hero deck. E-Hero Mariner. So, yeah, just say you can. 1400 1000 Water Warrior. Pokemon Avian. While you have any set cards in your spell trap zone, this card can add you. This sucks. This guy sucks unless Wild Wingman is better. Note this is Wild Heart with Avian. 1900 2300 Earth Warrior. You can discard one card that target one spell trap on the field and destroy it. Meh. I mean, it's not bad, but meh. You got better ways of dealing with that. Necroid Summon. Wild Heart and Necro Sage. 1900 1800 Dark Warrior. Target, if this card is special summon, target one monster your opponent controls, destroy that target. Can special summon one monster from your opponent's graveyard in their field. That's okay. It's just okay, really. It's just eh. Misfortune. Oops, sorry. Select one face-up monster your opponent controls. If collect damage in your opponent equal to half that monster's original act, your monsters cannot act this turn. Yeah, I was like, is that Ezio Mask? That's probably the Phantom guy from one of the earlier sets. Like White Phantom or something like that. White Mask Phantom. E. Heated Heart. Target one face-up monster you control. He'll Oedipus hurt against 500 attack, and if it does very Meteor Crush, okay? E. Emergency Call. Add one elemental hero from your deck in your hand. These are pretty decent. R. Righteous Justice. Destroy spell traps on the field equal to the number of E-Hero cards you control. Not bad, not bad. Oh, oversold. I oversold. I hit the wrong button. Target one E-Hero normal monster in your graveyard and special summon that monster. Meh. Hero Flash. Banish all four of those cards. Special summon one E-Hero normal monster from your deck. All E-Hero normal monsters you currently control can attack your opponent directly this turn. That's not bad. Especially since there's a lot of, normal E-Heroes. It's honestly pretty decent, but you gotta, banish it. Does it say from your hand or graveyard? From your graveyard, okay. Not bad. Power Capsule. Select one face-up Hickory Viper XZ03. You control and activate this effect. Select one effect of the guy and apply this card's effect. Okay. I mean, you know, you're not running that guy anyways. Celestial Transformation. Special summon one fairy monster from your hand. That monster's act as a half and it's destroyed during the end phase. Not really a fan of that, in all honesty. Not really a fan of that. I mean, if you use it on your turn, you can probably snipe an extra monster who attack. Guard the penalty. Select one monster off the field. If it escapes defense, draw one card. Now, for referee, why are you doing that for referee? That's illegal. For a referee. No, Lil Mac, don't do it. Grand Convergence. If you control Macrocosmos, inflict 300 damage on your opponent. And if you do, destroy all monsters. What's Macrocosmos? What set was this from? It was from Enemy of Justice. Macro Monarch, hello Yugioh, haven't seen you in a long time, how are you doing? I don't remember Macro Monarch. It was also in a structure deck. I need to take a look at the structure decks. I've been going through the sets. I will be stopping after this set because Nimmy Soupy's streaming at 6 in half an hour. Dimensional Fisher. Any monster sent to the graveyard is banished instead. Hooray! Good. This might be good for something. Jagan Structure is bad. I mean, some structure decks are, like, inherently bad. They really are. Like, most of what's in a structure deck, you're never gonna use. Clock Tower Prison. Once per turn during your opponent's standby phase. Yeah, it does depend on the structure deck. Like, Pegasus is not very good, if I recall. Like, one clock counter on this card. While there are 4 more clock counters on this card, you do not take any battle damage. If this card with 4 more clock counters destroys the center graveyard, just summon one Dread Master. Not really a very good card, honestly. Not really a very good card. And you need that in order to get Dread Master out, but like, not that great of a card. And like, Destiny Heroes kinda suck. Life Equalizer. The Albaz and Trap Tricks, that's way beyond where I am, so that'll be fun to see whenever I get that. Is this BAM? It's a BAM? Activate only with the difference between both life points. Both players' life points is 8,000 or more. Both players' life points become 3,000. Easy. Boy, imagine if that guy at the tournament that I went to years ago used this on me. I would have lost. That would have sucked. And lose like 37,000 life points I would have lost if that got activated. That would have sucked. Dragons Collide Structure deck was a menace. I can imagine. Dragons are demons. Dragons are jerks. I don't remember what the last structure deck was I saw before I retired. Gain 1,000 life points for each face-up E-Hero monster. This card is not really that worth it. It was a Chaos? Oh god, Chaos. Oh no, not the Chaos deck. I hate Chaos. Chaos is so lame. Back then, it was really lame. Destruction of Destiny. Send 3 cards from off of your deck to the graveyard, and take 1,000 damage for each spell or trap sent. Why? Why would you want to do this? Why would you want to hurt yourself? I would not want to use this card. Because knowing my luck, Jarvis, are you speaking in my head again? Jarvis, I did not give you permission to speak. I don't think you can use this card very much, in all honesty. If I'm gonna be real, a Destiny Signal probably lets you, you know, get those guys. When the monster you control is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard, for summon 1 level 4 and lower Destiny. Yeah. Especially the E-Hero person before Destiny monsters, which nobody cares about the Destiny heroes. D-Time! When a face-up E-Hero monster you control leaves the field, and one D-Hero monster from your deck... Oh. So you're running both E and D heroes? That doesn't sound like a very good deck. D sealed. When an act D hero monster you control is hard hit for an attack, hard hit takes a defense position and equipment with this card. The equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle. D-Hero and Melissa's were like only good D-Hero. Yeah, the D-Hero deck seems bad. Like, all of the D-Hero support and monsters just don't seem good at all. Icarus Act. Tribute 1 winged beast monster. And tribute 2 cards on the field. Destroy them. I mean, that's not bad. That's honestly not too bad. Whoever got tribute hit flew too close to the sun. Pit, no! Why did you do it, Pit? You're not even a winged beast. You're a fairy, Pit. Pit is a fairy. That is true. Melissa's became broken after the GX era, and this commander was forbidden at one point. What are you doing? Here you go, you don't do that. Thank you. Elemental Absorber. Remove from play 1 monster card from your hand after this card. Your opponent's monsters can have the same attribute as the monster removed by this effect cannot declare an act. Only good if you know you're running a deck that is the same as your opponent. In my opinion, anyways. If you're both running a dark deck, it's gonna be good. Really. It might be good in, like, what deck? You, tell me, you seem to know more about Yu-Gi-Oh! Than me. You probably... Amir? Yeah, it's Amir. How, do you still play Yu-Gi-Oh! Agagio? That rhymes. Yu-Gi-Oh! Agagio! It rhymes. Oh? Like, I have played Yu-Gi-Oh! Since the E-Heroes came out, so everything I'm seeing right now is all new to me. 2014? Yeah, from what a couple buddies of mine told me about Master Duel is really slow. Like, it takes forever to get through turns. Which, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm gonna be real. I'm not a big fan of turns taking a long time. Not only that, I'm not really a big fan of reading big old paragraphs, which is what happens now. every card is like a paragraph to read, and it's like, eh. Yeah. It's like, it's not my kind of thing. It's kind of why I didn't want to do Master Duel. Or, you know, any, like, I didn't want to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Despite me looking at all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff the past, 11 Satsus. This is the 11th Satsu. I don't want to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Myself. There are retro formats. I mean, even then, it's like, I don't really want to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there's so many cards and combos, it's just like, eh. I don't want to read. Too much reading. Miraculous Descent. Target one of your banished fairy monsters. Special summon it. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. When that monster... Okay, so this is like premature burial before fairies. And if they're removed from the game. I mean, it's not bad. Especially if you're doing a deck that banishes, you know, lights or fairies a lot. It's not terrible. And then Saturn Axe. My axe! Activate this card for target in one basic monster of the field. During each of your standby phases, it loses 500 AT. When that heart is destroyed, destroy this card. A specific different dimension reincarnation? It is, yeah. It is. This card is just... It's like that one equipped spell card back in, Metal Raiders, I think. But weaker. Like, I'm sure you could get... You probably will not be running this card specifically. Because you're gonna have better cards to run with this card. It's not terrible, but you have better cards you can run. And finally, Force back. Negate the normal summon or flip summon of a monster and return it to its owner's hand. I don't know if this is super good or not, in all honesty. It's terrible now, because everything is special summon now, but like... Even back then, I don't think this card is really that great, in all honesty. It's kind of just whatever. You kind of don't just want to, you know, negate stuff. You kind of just want to destroy it. Well, you want to negate and destroy, usually. It's not terrible, but it's not so good, in my opinion. And that was... Enemy of Justice. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not, like, super great. You could probably get more use out of other cards, in my opinion. You're using their, one normal summon. Yeah, you are. You are. Like, back then, this is probably still good, back then, when it came out. But in, like, layer sets, I don't think it's that great. Because everything's just, you know... special summon. So we're done with Series 4. Next time, we're going to dive into Series 5. Look at how many sets we have. We have so many sets to go through. So many. What have I done going into doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Satsu? Yeah, not everything's special summoning yet. Guys, this is gonna take me like the rest of the year to get through all of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's gonna take me the rest of the year to get through all of Yu-Gi-Oh! What have I done? I mean, to be fair, I don't have to do all of these, but I want to see what the cards are like, and like, I'm already like a quarter of the way through now. So if I'm a quarter, well, here's the other thing. The earlier sets were like 120 cards. These are a lot faster. So I could get through like 2-3 sets per Satsu stream. Let me see how many cards are in this set. There are... Yeah, it's usually 60. I don't know when it stops being 60. Does it ever stop? Oh yeah, it goes out of 60 again at some point. So, these multi-set streams are probably going to get cut back down to one stream again. Or two per stream. I wonder why it went back to 100. I thought 60 cards per set was fine, honestly. But, what do I know? What do I know? So we're gonna call it there for today. Next time we will go to Power of the Duelist and CyberDark Impact, and probably Strike of Neos as well. I'm assuming E-Heroes and D-Heroes are still gonna get support. What do I know? I don't know. Alright, I will catch you guys next time. Tomorrow, I may not stream, I don't know. I'm probably going to be hanging out with buddies. They're all hanging out to watch WrestleMania. I'm not there to watch WrestleMania. I'm just there to hang out with the guys. Because, you know, I don't get to hang out with them very much. And I might see about borrowing stuff from Down Destroyer. But if I stream, it will be more Urban Legend and Limbo. I will try to push through as many of the characters as I can, get through that game. And then Monday will be Devil May Cry 2, assuming nothing happens. Tuesday will be Metal Gear Solid 5, and Wednesday will be Melty Blood. Actress again? I think it was? Was it Actress again or Act again, sir? It's one of those two. I don't remember which. It's a Melty Blood game that's going to be happening. And then we will continue a Satsu next week. I don't know what Satsu. It may not even be a Satsu, because I do have another series planned too. So, I will catch you all on the flip side of the void. And I hope to see you all again, whenever that may be. Until then, everyone.